Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Lucy, the Eternity She Wished For. This is part 4. We have just procured Lucy from the repair shop, and the repairman was very reluctant for me to take her away. We exit the shop and take a short stroll until we reach the sidewalk. I stop in my tracks. In silence, I kneel down facing away from Lucy. Hop on. I add an explanation to make sure that she understands. That means you lightly put your arms around my neck and climb onto my back. What is it? I guess I no longer have to worry about being choked to death. I feel her weight gradually shift onto my back. For a robot, she's very light. She was probably measured to weigh as a normal girl. Huh? No, it's nothing. As soon as she climbs onto my back, I can't help but notice a fragment... I can't read! I just started and I can't read! Oh my god! I can't help but notice a fragrant aroma rising from her body. It's neither too intense nor fleeting. It gently spreads evenly along my nose. It starts with a sweet, fruity scent reminiscent of a youthful girl. Yet there is a hint of spice akin to a mature woman. It doesn't fail to stimulate the mind of a teenage boy going through puberty. This is bad. I've never experienced something like this. It didn't happen this morning, but why now? It's probably because of the smell. It wasn't there earlier. Feeling a little faint, I desperately try to get a grasp of the situation. Well, this morning she was in power saving mode where none of her functions were working, so all of her functions must have resumed up to this point, right? She's measuring my heart rate? That's not fair. I feel a little embarrassed for revealing that I'm a nervous wreck right now. Unable to hold back, I decide to be honest to myself. This smell, what is it? Or it was the guy from the shop. Yeah, that's a possibility as well. Good lord. She takes out a bottle of perfume amongst many other makeup accessories. Jeez, that guy is scary. Really scary. He's the type of person who'd spend the whole day forcing his pet dog into different clothing. If you consider that as animal abuse, wouldn't this become some kind of robot harassment? Well, I don't know. All this stuff just for a robot. What a silly guy. Why are you laughing? Had I just been seduced by a robot? Well, there goes all my dignity as a human being. Yeah, same dude. What are you going on about now? I purposely tried to sound irritated. Looks like I hit it. It doesn't affect her in any way, however. So, dishonestly blunt? Or complimentary honesty? Now this is where the coin comes into play. Tails, looks like I'm being honest. Well, you're lighter than I'd expected. Yeah. Wait a minute, do choices affect endings? I feel like this is a game where the amount of choices I've gotten so far leads me to believe that choices affect endings. So maybe I shouldn't be so lax with the choices I make. Yeah.
お世辞じゃないですよね。女性を上げて落とすのは良くないですよ。
Is that supposed to be funny? Have you been deceived all your life? Maybe I was being too rough on her. I didn't think she'd start being so skeptical. Before I ruin her completely, I decided to treat her a little kinder from now on. God, this art is gorgeous! I hear a small giggle coming from my back. Would a robot really feel that flattered to be called light? I don't know. Humans can't be expected to understand a robot's heart. Soon enough, the streets became immersed in the orange glow of the evening sun. The scenery was changing more slowly than usual today. Maybe it's because I'd been carrying Lucy on my back. But it's not that a lot of time had passed. Winter was just on its way, as evidenced by these increasingly shorter days. Lucy hasn't said anything for a while. I steal a glance at her, wondering if she's asleep, but she's not. She appears to be lost in thought, staring at everything in sight. She looks like a child inside a pleasant dream. I can see her eyes sparkling. Is it really that fascinating?
何がですか?
This place.
はい。本当に素晴らしいと思います。
I can't say if I agree with that. Unlike downtown, there aren't many distractions here to keep us busy. Nor are we near any beautiful landscapes. We're just walking down a plain old street that you can find anywhere. What part of this place do you find marvelous?
すべてです。
Everything?
はい。すべてが素晴らしいです。昔は外出するときも許可が必要でしたから。外に出てこんな風に散歩する機会は数えるほどしかありませんでした。そうですね。強いて言えば、こうして動いている間にも周りの景色が変わっていくのが素晴らしいと思います。ルーシーの知らない風景がまた別の何かに変わっていく姿が、こうしてゆっくり景色を眺められるということが、そういうのがとても不思議に思います。本当に素晴らしいと思います。
I see. I couldn't relate to the sensation she just described.
Master?
What is it?
本当に申し訳ありません。
That particular line in general just reminds me of Planetarian. What's with you all of a sudden? I'm caught off guard by the unexpected apology. Had she really done anything wrong?
ルーシーが今日迷惑ばかりかけましたよね。申し訳ございません。もともとは落ち着いた性格で、制作段階では他人を理解できる包容力をメインコンセプトにして設計されたのですが。
I found it strange how Lucy was telling me what kind of person she was supposed to be. If anyone other than Lucy had told me the same thing, I'd probably have laughed at them. Anyone by himself will never be able to find out what kind of a person he truly is. Sitting in front of a mirror reveals all the flaws of your body. Sitting in front of a person reveals all the flaws in your personality. If you ever want to find out something about yourself, it needs to be reflected back at you by something else. That is why attempting to describe your own personality is the same as describing what kind of person you'd actually want to be. It'd just be a bunch of pretentious nonsense. But this is only the case for humans. Lucy is an android. she's not human. That's why it doesn't sound strange coming from her.
初めてマスターになる人に巡り会えて嬉しかったんです。久しぶりの起動だったからか騒ぎ立ててしまったこともありますが。
It was such a natural explanation about how she felt. She was happy to meet her first master, and she was happy to be able to finally move around again. You've never served anyone else before?
はい、マスターが初めてのマスターです。
Is that so? So she's a new model that no one has ever touched. That line of thinking sounds dirty, but that's not what I mean. He's very self-aware. This entire VN is very self-aware.
研究所にいた頃は楽しかったです。そこにいたみんながよくしてくれました。いろいろな話をして、いろいろなことを教わりました。
A lab, did she say? Oh, I'm sure they treated her well.
何か面白い答えを出したり、指示された行動をすると、たくさんの人が喜んでくれたんです。特に真面目に貢献した時には、ルーシーは本当に賢いと頭を撫でながら褒めてくださいました。ルーシーはそれがとても嬉しかった。嬉しくて、もっとたくさんのことを学び、もっとたくさん話をしました。そうすればするほど、もっと可愛がってくれたんです。
They were probably just testing her abilities. In my mind, I found a whole scenario unsettling. To Lucy, however, it's a treasured memory of her past. But there is an important question yet to be answered. Then why were you abandoned? I've always been meaning to ask her, but I can't easily bring myself to do so. I ask myself why. Maybe it's because I'm starting to care about this robot's feelings? I shake my head. That's just plain nuts. It's only because she sounds just like a real person. It's a dangerous thought. Let's get it out of my head. I blurt out the question. Then why were you abandoned? Triggered. Lucy goes silent. Nothing is said for a while. The quietness stretches into an awkward silence. I start to regret asking the question.
みんな、ルーシーのことが嫌いになったのだと思います。
With those words, Lucy finally breaks the silence.
いつからかみんな、ルーシーに笑いかけなくなりました。みんな、ルーシーを褒めてくれなくなりました。みんな、ルーシーのメインシステムを起動してくれなくなりました。予備電力で時間が経つのだけは感知できました。何もできないまま、ただ時間だけが過ぎていく感覚だけを感じ、永遠のように感じられる日々が続きました。そしてある日、
Lucy goes silent once more. Then one day she found herself left in the dust, is what she probably wanted to say. Maybe they didn't like something about her, or they found a significant flaw within her design. But I don't like the fact that they just tossed her aside after giving her so much love and attention. Aren't they being too inconsiderate? A small rage boils inside of me, directed at those cruel researchers with no sense of responsibility. When I regain my senses after a few seconds, I become surprised at how angry I was. What was I thinking? They were just throwing away a failed experiment. The object on my back is nothing more than an impressive fake. She's not real. She's not a living creature. It's only natural that useless machinery is thrown away. There's no need for me to be so angry.
マスター、また脈拍が上がっています。どうかしましたか？
It's nothing. And stop measuring that all the time.
でも、自動で体温を測るようプログラムされています。
Then it's in order. I order you not to measure anything from now on.
命令ですか？それでは仕方ありませんね。
There was another silence, but this time not an unpleasant one.
ですから、マスターにはとても感謝しています。
I just can't seem to figure out this robot's train of thought. What?
捨てられてどのくらいの時が流れたのかわかりません。でもルーシーにとっては永遠にも等しい時間でした。周りは暗闇で人の気配など全くなくて、とても暗くてとても静かで、とても寂しかった。そんな中、マスターの声が聞こえました。
I don't remember talking to you like that.
それでも、ルーシーにとってはまるで天使のささやきのようでした。何もない暗闇の中に初めて一筋の光が差したのです。ルーシーに何度も何度も声をかけてくれました。
You're overreacting. She's definitely going overboard with this. I just happened to notice her while casually passing by.
マスターに気づいてもらえるよう必死でした。残りの力を振り絞って、そしたら今まで動かなかった腕が動いたのです。
There were only a few words which didn't contain any significant meaning, and it was only on a moment's whim that I'd taken her home. But I was surprised those simple actions were such a big help to the robot.
ルーシーに手を差し伸べてくれたこと、本当に感謝しています。
Being able to say the most embarrassing things without hesitation. I guess that's one of the advantages of being a robot. I could feel my face beginning to flush. I quickly duck in order to hide my embarrassment. Shut up. I'm gonna make you pay for what you're worth, so you'd better be ready for it.
はい、マスター。覚悟しておきます。
What's so funny? Why do you keep laughing like that? It's creeping me out.
わかりません。さっきから笑いが自然とこみ上げてくるんです。故障みたいです。どうしましょう。
Lucy quietly rests her cheeks against my shoulder. The sensation of her soft skin causes me to flinch. She feels very much different compared to this morning. It feels as if I'm carrying a real person on my back instead of a robot. I start to wonder what could be causing this difference in perception. Was it just a placebo effect? Or had something really changed since the morning? If something really did change, was it me? Or the robot? I continued to ponder over the question on the way home. I never managed to come up with an answer. Oh, what a wonderful place to stop. They're really pushing the 3 laws of robotics on you, which makes me think that the story could go in a number of different ways. October 13th. Okay. Oh, this is still the same evening. Thank you very much for watching. That was Lucy, the Eternity She Wished For, Part 4. This is a $10 visual novel available on Steam. According to reviews, it's about 8 or 9 hours long. And I'm supposed to stop at the end of the in-game date of October 19th, so look forward to that. And I'm very looking forward to reading the VN on my own. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Toodaloo.